welcome to another Design Team layout. This one is for Crazy Craft Obsession, and I am using the Simple Stories Simple Life 6x8 papers, and I'm also using the Simple Stories Simple Life foam stickers. And just because that wasn't quite enough, I'm using the 49th and Market Colour Swatch Toast frame set. I know that was a big long spruik as to what it is that I'm using. So if you're interested in what that stuff looks like, stick around and I will show you. Now I'm starting off just with my brayer, and I have put some gesso on this page, just some clear gesso, and I've put that on here so that I can manipulate the distress oxides on the page. That's why I've put it down, so that way if I make a mistake, it's easy to lift back off. Failing that, I'm able to wet it and move the distress oxides around. Now this colour that I'm using at the moment is PUMICESTONE. I went through with Lost Shadow to start with, just to make the background a little bit more grungy. And then I came in with Lost Shadow, then I come in with PUMICESTONE. Now I'm coming in with Vintage Photo. This isn't a colour I use very often, believe it or not. I thought I would use my browns more, but I don't. So I decided to do that. And I'm putting this through a Darkroom Jaw stencil, which is a 4x6 stencil, and it's called Mesh. I like this because it's generic. It's not flowers, it's not anything, it's just texture making stencil basically. And I absolutely love these small stencils for being able to create different textures on a page, but textures without the bulk. That is something that I'm really trying to focus a little bit more on, because unfortunately I am filling about 1.5 albums a month at this point. So, that gets expensive. So I'm thinking that I need to sort of minimize the bulk so I can probably fit a couple more layouts in each album. So I will be endeavoring to do that. The green that I use there is Rustic Wilderness, and I thought these colors really blended nicely and worked well with the Simple Stories Simple Life papers. So papers and colors and all that sort of stuff. Now the frames that I use, so this is where I was like, okay, I need one more thing. I thought I was right, but no, I actually needed to bring in these are a couple of mark making stamps. I think it is, even if you're not right into mixed media like I am, having a couple of mark making stamps, I know that sounds weird, right? But what I mean by that is, see how they're tiny? I'm not putting them on a block. I'm just using them with the acetate sheet that they're on, and I'm just touching the ink pad. You're not supposed to be able to sit and read what's on the stamp. Basically, you're just putting marks on the page to try and sorry about that. It's mark making. It's just adding in visual interest without it being something that, like, okay, for example, like a title, you want to be able to read what the title says. But for these mark making stamps, basically, you want them for interest in the background, but not necessarily to read what's on them. These are the ones that I use quite a bit, actually. PRIMA stamps, and their Old Receipt and Secret Notes. If you jump on over in the description below, you will find a shop link for Crazy Craft Obsession. It's an Australian company, and they post to Australia and New Zealand, and all these supplies have come from there. And if you're after anything that you see here, go through the link and goes, it'll take you straight to the shop, and boom, bada bing, you'll be there, and it shop away, go for it. It's fantastic. And they're super flexible. So if there's something that you want that's not in stock yet, if you jump on and you say, okay, I want this and this, I want to pay for it now because I want it to come out of this week's pay, not a problem. But leave them a message, and what they actually allow you to do is add to your order. So maybe you want to order over the whole month, right? So you want to each pay, so you get paid weekly. You want to add 2 or 3 things, or maybe 2 things a week. So by the end of the month, you've paid off 8 things, and then they will put those, Cass and Jacques will put that to the side, and they will pack your order, and they won't post it until you give them the go ahead to do it. That way you're making the most out of your postage. They're flexible. I don't know any other store that you can do that with, where you can buy stuff and say, oh, can you just hold it on the shelf for me? Because next week I really want to get that, but I don't have the money until next week for that. So I'll pay for it then, and then you can ship it to me, and you're only paying postage once. So if that sounds like something that you think would be amazing for you and your budget and your, so that you're not overwhelmed. Not everyone shops like me. Not everyone jumps on and just orders a massive plethora of stuff and say, just post it out to me, should be right. So I think that is a point of difference that Crazy Craft Obsessions have, and I think it's a game changer when it comes to, especially at the moment when money's a bit tight, interest rates are going up and stuff. I think that is a great idea. And that is why I will constantly plug them, because I think it's amazing. Now, I have gone around these are the frames, the 49th and Market frames. Now, I've gone around, as you saw me with that one, it was too big, but I just cut it, rejoined it, it fits the photo. My photos here are 3x4, and I absolutely love how these photos look. And the frames, there was a few frames that worked. I think I only had 2 that size, and then the third one, I just MacGyvered it. Trust me, once I put a few stickers on here, you don't even notice it. Because I've made the background so busy with the frames and stuff, it's one of those things where you go, actually, you don't even notice that you cut that frame in half, and it's ready to go. So yeah, I really enjoy doing stuff like this, and it's shapes. I love things to do with shapes. It's just me. So I really like how this is coming together. I decided to start gluing things because it bugs me when I keep moving bits. I'd prefer to stick it all together and move it as one big piece. And I think visually, I don't know why, but the last couple of videos that I've done, have a look around, like what you can see at the moment. Have a look around me. I don't know why, but for some reason, I feel the need that I'm pulling out anything and everything off the shelf, and I bring it all forward because I might use it on the layout. At the end of every layout, I put everything away. So that's my trick. I've had someone ask me, how do you do this? Like every day I would have a mess everywhere. I can't do that. I do have kind of a fort situation where my recording zone that you can see right now, I try and keep that clear. The only things I try and keep in that zone are the things I'm using on that layout. At the end of this layout, I put everything back exactly where it's supposed to be. So I can put my hands on it anytime I want it. Especially if I'm doing a live, I need to be able to find things. Who wants to watch a live when I'm fuddy-duddying around with stuff? That's frustrating. So off to my right hand side, I do have my Distress Oxide sprays and all my tools and my paintbrushes and stuff. I have my laptop in front of me and my iPad that's usually playing something. It could be anything from, at the moment I'm actually getting quite into paranormal stuff. I can only watch it a little bit though, because it sort of creeps me out sometimes, but I do enjoy it. It is pretty good. Or a bit of what's it called? On Foxtel, it's the ID channel. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm going through with my foam strips. I know I probably could have used the foam squares on it, but because I'm going onto mixed media, these strips are thebomb.com. They're amazing. I've run out of my squares that I get from Crazy Craft Obsession, but these ones are so good. They stick as well as the scrapbook adhesive ones from Crazy Craft Obsession. They have, I don't know if they have strips. I know they have squares and circles. I'm not sure if they have strips. Cass, if you're watching this, do you have strips? I haven't looked. I'm not sure. But you're more than welcome to just click on over and jump over and yeah, it's pretty good. It's awesome. And it's a great website. They've updated their website, and the way it's set out now is so much easier. I absolutely love it. Now, I am going to just literally stick this puppy down. There we go. Right, now we've got one piece. This makes life so much easier. Now, I'm using the finger dobber, to be honest, because I was too lazy to stand up and get my larger one to go around and do my border. I was trying to create a darker edged border, and this is where I'm getting my title from. These are gorgeous. These are the Simple Stories, Simple Life foam stickers, and they're just literally titles. I was going to make it Happy Memories Together, but I ended up just running with Happy Memories. Now, I do try and get the Distress Oxides to go around the edge to sort of give me that offset feeling, but it didn't, because it's foam, it doesn't like to sort of stick to it too well, but it's okay. It totally looks fine. It works. It's not a problem. Sorry, my chair's squeaking. I've got to remember not to jump around while I'm doing voiceovers. And once I put these titles down, I absolutely love how it looks. Excuse me. It's first thing in the morning here, and it's Sunday morning, and we're off to kids' sports this morning. So we're off to play AFL in the city, so that's pretty cool. So I'm trying to squeeze in a couple of voiceovers before we go so that I don't think about it during the day. I have this terrible habit of thinking about something else. If I haven't finished something, I have to get it's stuck in my head until it's complete. It's the same as a layout. If I get a layout idea in my head, I have to come and do something with it straight away, because I can't get it out of my head until it's on paper. So what else can I tell you? Oh, we had a really eventful day yesterday. It was really exciting. Our drains are all backed up and blocked up, and we couldn't work out what the heck was going on. So $780 later, we found out that there is tree roots from a neighbour's tree has gone through our plumbing pipe. So that was a nice surprise on a Saturday afternoon. It was lovely. So, but that's not the worst. That's not the worst bit. The quote to fix it permanently, $5,500. I said to my husband, I said, seriously, you're in the wrong business. Computers mightn't be as smelly, but mate, you need to be a plumber. Honestly, the money was just, whoa, crazy. But that's okay. It's all good. Problem solved, problem fixed. It's okay. And we just move right along. So this is pretty much my layout now, guys. And I absolutely love how it turned out. I love having the border around the edge done like that. And I love it. Let me know what you think. The close-ups are coming up now. And I also have close-up photos over on Facebook and Instagram if you're not following me over there. It is very easy to post over there compared to posting on YouTube. But I am getting better at posting on YouTube. So let me know if there's anything else you would like to see, any techniques you'd like me to try for you. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. All that helps my channel out, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So thank you so much. And don't forget, once we hit 1,500 subscribers, we're having a cash giveaway. So who doesn't like cash, right? So, and it's not just for Australian and New Zealand this time, it's for everybody. So send your friends over, share my page around, and I'm just showing you there. See, I put some stuff over it. You'd never know. You'd never know that I cut that one down. So I love the detail on these frames. They're beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll chat to you soon. Bye for now.